was Saturday night. I turned the TV on just to see what was going on. You've been gone a while, didn't hear from you. I just want to know if you're safe and sound. 'Cause I want to know if you made it out or if you're caught up in the mess. So tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna lose you. It ain't easy 'cause I know I'm better with you. But tell me, are you okay? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't know what I'll do.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Healing Connection. I'm your host, Joey McBride. Today, we're going to talk about something that can bring out the best and the worst in us, the holidays. And yeah, that includes New Year's Day, too. So, this episode will be another long one, but it's worth listening to, and it has much meaning behind it. So, if you would, please stay with me on this, and we will get through it. For some people, this time of year means light, joy, traditions, and a warm, fuzzy feeling. For others, it's more like stress, grief, fake smiles at the dinner table, and trying not to lose it around family. And if you're a veteran or a first responder, a spouse, or someone who's been through some heavy stuff, this time of year can be extra intense. Like, for example, crowds and noise, alcohol everywhere, people asking questions you don't want to answer, and you don't have to. Old family patterns that drag you right back into who you used to be. And then there's the New Year's rule, rolled up with fireworks, parties, and pressure to fix your whole life. This episode is all about what you can do to make it through the holiday, how to handle family stressors, how to get through New Year's Eve without losing yourself, and how to protect your own peace without burning down every relationship. If you're already feeling your chest tighten, just think about Christmas. Just thinking about Christmas or gatherings on New Year's Eve, this episode is for you. Before we jump in, let's just arrive here together. If you're somewhere safe, put your feet flat on the floor. Let your shoulders drop a little bit. Take a slow breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And gently exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you would like, let's do this 2 more times. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And gently exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever you're bringing into this moment, stress, dread, exhaustion, anger, numbness, it's okay. You don't have to push it away. You need to be here. Let's start this off. Here we go. Part 1. Why the holidays hit so hard. Let's start by naming reality. For a lot of us, this season is not a Hallmark movie. The holidays can bring up grief, people we've lost, an empty chair at the table, traditions that just feel different now, guilt, not feeling as joyful or grateful as we were told we should be. Stress, money, travel, kids, in-laws, scheduling, expectations. Quite a list. Here's some triggers: noise, crowded stores, lights, arguments, excessive drinking. Old roles. You go back home and suddenly you're not the adult you have become. You're the kid again, or the screw up, or the fixer, or the quiet one. If you're a veteran or a first responder, holidays can also carry memories of missing holidays during deployments or being on shift, calls you ran on Christmas Eve or New Year's, survivor's guilt, feeling disconnected from people who just don't get it. So I want to say this clearly. If the holidays are hard for you, there's nothing wrong with it. It makes sense. Your nervous system is simply responding to the real things about how fast can I get through this without losing it. Well, today we're going to talk about how to go in with a plan, set some boundaries, use practical tools to stay grounded, and remember that it is your job not to make everyone else comfortable at the expense of your own. Part 2. Step 1. Give yourself permission. A lot of the misery of this season starts with one belief: I have to do this. I have to say yes to every event. I have to stay the whole time. I have to sit here and take it when my family members start in. I have to spend money I really don't. So the first step is permission. You are allowed not to attend every gathering, show up late or leave early, take breaks, say, I'm not talking about that topic today. And you have that right. If you don't want to, you don't. Start traditions that help your mental health. You might even tell yourself, this year, my priority is not making everyone happy. My priority is getting through this season safely and sanely. Doesn't mean you're rude, or harsh. It just means you recognize your limits. I want you to take a second and think. What have you done in the past holidays only because you felt obligated? What did it cost you? Emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. If something leaves you wiped out, unresentful, or triggered, that's a sign you might need to approach it differently this year. Part 3. Identify triggers and plan ahead. So let's get practical. Identify your top stressor. Think about past holidays and ask yourself, what usually sets me off? Who usually sets me off? When do I feel the most overwhelmed? Common ones: loud, chaotic environments, people getting very drunk, political or personal questions. When are you going to settle down, to get a better job, be more social? Jokes at your expense, being stuck at the table or in a room with no break. If you can write down your top 3 stressors, I want you to ask yourself for each one, what could I do differently this time to protect myself? Have an exit strategy. You are allowed to leave when you want. That can look like driving yourself so you're not so trapped, letting the host know ahead of time, hey, I might need to dip out early, setting a time limit in your own mind. I'll stay 2 hours and then I'm gone. You can say, I'll stay 1 hour. You can stretch it and say, I'll stay 3. It's entirely up to you. You don't owe anyone a full explanation for taking care of your mental health. You can simply say, Hey, I'm heading out. Love y'all, and I'll catch y'all soon. And that is perfectly fine. Plan your breaks. Instead of waiting until you're about to explode, schedule breaks. Excuses that work just fine. I'm going to step outside for some fresh air. I need to take a quick walk. I'm going to run to the store real quick. I need to check on something in the car. That one might be a little far. So during your break, do some grounding. Focus on your breathing. Notice what you see, hear, and feel. Text a safe person. Sit in your car for 5 minutes in silence. That's a good one. You're not being dramatic. You're regulating your nervous system. And that's perfectly fine. Part 4. Dealing with that family member. All right. Time to talk about people. Most of us have at least one of these. The one who makes comments about your weight, job, politics, military service, or your mental health. One who drinks too much and picks fights. One who dismisses your experience or tells you to get over it. You probably already saw their face in your mind when I started. So here's some things you can do. Decide ahead of time what you will and will not talk about. You can choose topics that are off limits. For example, politics, details of your deployment or your calls, your trauma, your diagnosis, your meds. No one needs to know any of that stuff. It's none of their business. Your relationship status or divorce, your plans for the future. If someone pushes, you can say this. Come on, tell us what really happened over there. Why are you so quiet? You should just be grateful and move on. But you can respond calmly with, I'm not going to do that today. That's not a topic I'm discussing with you right now. Hey, let's change the subject. I'd rather not talk about that today. Thank you. You don't owe anyone your story. Your experience is not an holiday entertainment. Use the broken record technique. You don't have to keep inventing new explanations. If they keep pushing, just calmly repeat, I'm not talking about that right now. I'm not going into that today. No debate, no defending, just repeat. If it keeps happening, that's your cue to walk away. Go to another room, help someone in the kitchen, step outside, or leave if you need to. Protect yourself from hurtful comments. Some family members are skilled at backhanded compliments, little digs about your life, bringing up the past in a way that shames you. If something stings, you can choose not to take the bait, shift the conversation, or excuse yourself. And later, remind yourself, their words do not define who I am today. You have changed. They may still be relating to the version of you from 5, 10, 20 years ago. You have the right to grow, even if they don't recognize it. Part 5, grief, loss, and the merry and bright pressure. We also need to talk about, for many of us, this time of year highlights empty chairs at the table, friends, battle buddies, loved ones who aren't there anymore. Traditions just don't feel the same. You might find yourself wanting to skip the whole thing because it hurts too much. Here are a few thoughts. It's okay not to feel festive. You don't have to be cheerful on command. Wear a fake smile. Force yourself into every tradition you used to do. What you are allowed to say, this is a hard season. I'm doing what I can. Make space to honor those who are missing. And that could look like lighting a candle for them, leaving a small plate on the table, saying their name out loud, sharing a story about them, having a quiet moment. You might even say to yourself, I miss you. I remember you. I'm still here and I'm trying. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. Cheers at the holiday table doesn't mean you're ruining anything. They mean you've loved them. If you're alone or feel alone, sometimes the hardest part of feeling is like everyone else has somewhere to be and you're just floating. If that's you, try to plan something small and intentional for yourself, like a favorite meal, a movie that comforts you, a walk in nature, calling or text somebody you feel comfortable with. Consider connecting with others who are also alone or on duty. Vet groups, peer support, online spaces. There are more people in your boat than sometimes you actually think. You don't have to make the day magical. Just aim to make it bearable and maybe a little bit kind to yourself. Part 6. A short grounding practice you can use anywhere. I want to give you some simple and portable something you can do. You can go to the bathroom at a family gathering, on the porch, or in your car, or on your couch at Christmas or New Year's. This is a quick grounding exercise, and if you're in a safe place to do this, you can do it with me. If you're driving, of course, just listen and tuck it away for later. Plant your feet on the floor. Wiggle your toes. Press down gently like you're gathering your body. I'm right here. And here's the thing that we have talked about before on here. Name 5 things you see. Look around and silently name 5 things. Table, curtain, a lamp, a mug, a picture frame. Name 4 things you feel. Notice the sensation. The chair under me, my feet in my shoes, my hands on my lap, my shirt sitting on my shoulder. Name 3 things you can hear. Listen for voices in the next room, a car outside, the hum of a fan or fridge. Name 2 things you can smell. If you can't smell anything obvious, notice the neutral air, the soap on my hands, leftover coffee, the smell of what's cooking or what has been cooked. Name 1 thing you can taste. Could be a piece of gum, coffee, or just your own mouth. Then take 1 slow breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4, out your mouth for 6. You can do this quietly without anyone knowing. It doesn't fix everything, but it helps bring you back into the present moment, where you have more power than your brain is telling you. Part 7. New Year's Eve and Day. Most of it's going to be New Year's Eve. Pressure, fireworks, fresh start. But before we wrap up, we've got to talk about New Year's. For a lot of people, New Year's is about parties, fireworks, staying up late, the big New Year, new me resolution. For others, it's just another night to survive. If you're a veteran or a first responder or someone living with trauma, New Year's Eve can bring its own mix. Fireworks that sound way too much like incoming or gunfire, crowded, chaotic parties, heavy drinking, people pushing you to lighten up or just have fun? Pressure to have some deep, impressive plan for your life? So let me say this clearly. You do not have to have your life figured out because the calendar flips. You do not have to become a brand new person overnight. You do not owe anyone a wild New Year's Eve story. You are allowed to move into the new year at your own pace. New Year's Eve, you get to choose your pace. You are allowed to skip big parties. Stay at home. Choose a small, safe gathering instead of a crowded. Leave early if the fireworks or the energy gets to be too much. You can say, I'm keeping it low key this year. I'm doing a quiet night in. Crowds and fireworks aren't my thing, so I'm sitting this one out. You don't need a better excuse than that. If you do go somewhere with fireworks or a lot of noise, make sure you have an exit plan. Let someone you trust know, hey, if I slip outside for a bit, I'm okay. I'm just grounding myself. Know where you can step away on the porch, in the yard, in your car, or even in a spare room. Your nervous system is not being weak or dramatic. It's reacting to loud, sudden, stimuli that feels too close to the old danger. You're allowed to protect yourself. New Year's resolutions. Gentle, not brutal. New Year's comes with a ton of pressure. New Year's, new you. Time to crush your goals. This is the year I finally fix it. If that generally motivates you in a healthy way, great. But for a lot of us, it's just added shame. Instead of harsh resolutions like, I'm never going to struggle again, I'm going to completely change my life in 30 days. Try gentle intentions like, this year, I want to be a little kinder to myself. This year, I want to reach out for help sooner instead of waiting until I'm in a crisis. This year, I want to build 1 or 2 small habits that can help me feel more grounded. Think small, think realistic. One grounding tool you can actually use. One person you can try and stay honest with. One healthy habit you can maintain most days, like a walk, more water, a better sleep window. Your future self will feel those small choices in more ways than one huge resolution that will burn out by January 15th. A simple New Year's resolution reflection. If you're up for it, here's a little reflection you can do on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. You can write this down or just think about it. Here's 3 questions. What helped me get through this past year? People, tools, routines, moments of joy, things at work. What do I want less of in the new year? Maybe it's self-hate, overcommitting, certain conflicts, numbing out in the way that hurts you. What do I want more of in the new year? Rest, honesty, support, time outside, creativity, therapy, community. Now, you don't have to show this list to anyone. This could just be between you and you. If the turning of New Year's of the year feels heavy, sometimes New Year's doesn't feel hopeful, it feels heavy. You might be thinking, I can't believe I'm still fighting the same battles. What the hell? Nothing changed last year, So why would this year be any different? I don't even know why I want to keep doing this stuff. If that's why you're here, hear me. The fact you're still here means that every version of you so far has chosen to keep going. You don't have to promise yourself you can do a whole year. Just take the next breath, the next hour, the next day. And like I say, if New Year's feels dangerous, not just uncomfortable, if if the thoughts get dark and you're not sure you can keep yourself safe, please, 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 please reach out. You can call or you can text 988. It's free, it's confidential, and this might be your first step to a safe spot to begin the year. Even on holidays, even on New Year's, you don't have to wait. You don't have to white knuckle it. Number 8, creating your holiday and New Year survival. Let's all turn this into something you can actually use. If you're able to write, grab a pen or open your note app. If not, just think through it and maybe you can come back to it later. Number 1, write down my top 3 stressors. My top 3 stressors this season are: one thing that I can do different this year. Number 2, boundaries. Right, this year I will not over explain or defend my choices, stay in conversations that hurt me, ignore my body when it says I'm done. And this year I will give myself permission to leave or to say no, take breaks when I need them, reach out instead of isolating when it gets too heavy. My support, right? People I can reach out to if it gets too heavy. A friend, or a trusted friend, not a buddy, a family member I trust, a peer group, or a veteran group. You're allowed to ask someone ahead of time. Hey, can I text you if I get overwhelmed during this family thing? Number 4, my reason. Finally, right, I'm doing this because maybe I want to get through the holidays and the new year without destroying myself. I want to be present as I can for the people I love. I want to slowly build a different life that feels safer and more honest. That why matters when everything in you wants to shut down or blow up. You're allowed to protect your peace. As we get ready to wrap this up, and again, I'm sorry this is a long one, but it's very personal. I want you to hear this. You are not responsible for keeping the peace at the cost of your mental health. Pretending you're okay when you're not. Absorbing everyone else's chaos or unresolved stuff. You are allowed to take up space, say no, leave if you need to, do Christmas, New Year's, and the whole season differently than you've always done it. If this time of the year is hard for you, you're not broken. You're a human being with a story, with scars, with strength. And your nervous system is just trying to keep you safe the best way it knows how. You can gently teach yourself new ways. You don't have to do that alone. If you want to share your holiday plan, your New Year's resolution, or reflection, or you just need someone to hear where you're at, remember, you can always email me at cooljoe77 at heroobjective.org. That is COOLJOE HEROE77 at HEROOBJECTIVE.org. I can't promise I'll have all the answers, but I will try. But this space, Healing Connection, is here so we can walk through tough things together. And if you're listening and this season feels dangerous, not just difficult, if you're having these thoughts of wanting to disappear, hurt yourself, or you feel right at the edge, please reach out to somebody right now. Please dial 988 or text 988. I promise it will be the first step you can make to getting and feeling. You're not weak for using it. You're not a burden by somebody who's there on a holiday. You are someone whose life matters. Take one last deep breath with me. In through your nose, hold, out through your mouth. You've made it this far. You can make it through this season in a way that honors your limits and your healing. You're worth it. I want to say thank you for spending this time with me. I do wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and I wish you guys to have a Happy New Year. But this doesn't mean this is the end.
'Cause I